From acclaimed filmmaker James Gray, Armageddon Time is a deeply personal story about the strength of family and the generational pursuit of the American dream. ABC News' Will Reeve sat down with stars of the film, Anne Hathaway and Jeremy Strong, who play husband and wife in this coming-of-age drama.
The United States stands for an idea whose time is now.
Ronald Reagan will win tonight.
What a schmuck.
Armageddon Time, it's a semi-autobiographical film set on the eve of the Reagan presidency from a working-class Jewish family in Queens. It deals with themes of anti-Semitism, racism, nuclear fears, and writ large, it's a commentary on America then and in many ways, America now.
Yeah.
What do you hope to get across to people who see this film and tackle all of those subjects?
Well, you just gave me a gift because people have been saying, what's the film about? And I've been saying the nuclear fears of a nuclear family. I think that I read a description of the film which called it a film about moral regret. And I think that's something that we all have tucked away inside of us in a place that we'd rather not talk about.
I think I want to be an artist when I grow up.
You're going to be an artist if you want to be. Nothing's going to stop you.
You're going to college.
He'll have dinner with kings if he plays his cards right.
I really like your stickers.
My stepbrother gave them to me. He's in the Air Force.
That's so cool.
How dare you! I'll menace to you!
But you're not to associate with him again.
What do you mean? Why?
I think you know what I mean.
I do think that there's real opportunity when a piece of art comes along that allows us to meet together and say, we've all committed this act. How are we going to move forward, and how are we going to learn from it?
I love everything you said about what the movie's about. You know, I think great films put an audience through an experience collectively without ever explicitly stating what a movie is about and without having a message. But the audience experiences collectively a sort of thought balloon over their heads. Yes. And in this case, I think the audience collectively experiences a moment of feeling implicated in all of these things. And we have to ask ourselves the question of, how can we live with more integrity, and how can we be more aware of our own complicity, and how can we be more aware of the injustices and inequalities that are sort of marbled through the system.
Why did you choose to take on such a heavy project?
James is a filmmaker that I've revered for years. I love his body of work. I think he is a serious filmmaker, and he takes very honest, unflinching looks at his subjects. And I think this is his most personal film. So the challenge to become his father was, you know, the highest bar I could possibly imagine as a challenge, and I'm very drawn to that.
Good morning. Rise and shine and don't be a lug nut.
In the script, he's described as a Jewish Stanley Kowalski with a PhD. And I just remember feeling a sense of how on earth does one do that? And I really wanted to do it for James, given how much he was putting on the line making this film. And you know, everything about the movie, the subjects that it explores, I think are incredibly important in the culture, in society, in this moment in 1980 that also speaks to the moment we're in now.
I sometimes get drawn in by the potential of the thing. It's really exciting when the finished product outstrips what you thought it could be. And I had high expectations for this film based on the fact that it was going to be directed by James Gray, but he just blew my mind. And I was just so honored. I mean, he really is only interested in the highest caliber level of cinema as art. Come here.
Look at you. The young man. First day of the rest of your life.
And the idea that he thought that I was of a caliber to be worthy enough to be in one of his films was very exciting for me. And then the final product, I mean, none of us, we all, you know, knew Banks and Jalen, the two young actors in the film. We knew there was something special about them, but what they do in the film is nothing short of tremendous. I mean, just absolutely extraordinary. And Anthony Hopkins somehow, I mean, this might be my favorite of his performances.
I mean, that alone, just this might be one of Anthony Hopkins' best performances, is a good enough reason for anyone to go see the film. What was the experience working with a legend like Anthony Hopkins?
I guess the wonderful thing is you don't have to work with the legend,
Yeah.
because he allows you just to work with the man. He's a very sort of egoless, very humble, very grounded, generous-hearted man.
Mother, when we came over here, we didn't have much.
Why'd she come here?
Because they wanted to kill her, that's why. They were soldiers, and sometimes they'd go out looking for Jews. They hated us then, and they still hate us.
And, you know, we're all kind of the same as actors. We're all on the frontier of our own uncertainty and trying to be honest in a moment-to-moment way. And so it was a gift to get to cross paths with him.
He made me value and appreciate my own brain differently. His spirit is truly, truly present and awe-inspiring, but his mind and the things that his mind can do and the sharpness of it, I think we think of it as something that dulls with age, but he has none of that. His mind is extraordinary.
Well, I appreciate your time talking about this wonderful film, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really
Nice to
appreciate
meet
the
you.
conversation.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.